In the late Cold War, the U.S. military drafted a top-secret electronic warfare (EW) initiative, codenamed Project Spectrum Dominance. Aimed at controlling the electromagnetic battlefield, it combined cutting-edge radar jamming, stealth aircraft, and signal interception. Declassified documents reveal a $2.7 billion budget and unrealistic timelines. The plan relied on untested technology, assuming adversaries wouldn't adapt, a critical miscalculation. By 1987, the U.S. deployed prototype EW systems, including the EF-111A Raven jamming aircraft and AN/ALQ-99 pods. Testing at Nevada's Tonopah Range showed 85% effectiveness in lab conditions. However, field reports noted overheating and limited frequency range. Engineers dismissed these flaws, believing automation would compensate. The systems were rushed into production, ignoring red flags. During Operation Desert Storm, 1991, U.S. EW systems failed to suppress Iraqi radar. Saddam's forces used Soviet-made low-frequency radars, bypassing American jammers designed for NATO frequencies. Over 60% of missions required manual overrides, and 12 aircraft were nearly lost. Post-action reviews blamed technological arrogance, a recurring theme in EW history. In 1994, a defense contractor, Leak, sold AN/ALQ-131 specifications to China. By 1996, PLA engineers reverse-engineered jamming module 910, which neutralized 70% of U.S. EW capabilities in Taiwan Strait simulations. The Pentagon downplayed the breach, but classified war games showed U.S. aircraft survivability drop from 90% to 43% against adapted systems. The 1999 Kosovo War exposed fatal flaws. An EA-6B Prowler's jamming pod accidentally scrambled NATO radios during a bombing run. Miscommunication led to an F-15 striking a British armored vehicle, killing 3. Investigators found the EW system's frequency hopping algorithm lacked safeguards against Allied band interference, a flaw known since 1992 but never fixed. 2001 congressional hearings revealed systemic EW failures, with whistleblowers citing 217 documented incidents. General Paul Kern admitted gaps but insisted systems were 95% effective. Declassified notes show internal estimates were actually 58%. Despite a $12 billion budget request for upgrades, 80% was diverted to missile defense, crippling EW modernization. By 2005, 60% of Cold War EW bases were decommissioned. At Site Charlie in Germany, engineers left behind AN/FLR-9 spy stations, now too slow against digital signals. A 2006 Pentagon audit found $4 billion in obsolete equipment, including 300-ton vacuum tube jammers outpaced by $50 software-defined radios used by insurgents in Iraq. In 2010, China unveiled the Type 05E6 EW suite, boasting capabilities derived from stolen U.S. tech. Tests showed it could blind Aegis radars for 8 minutes, twice as long as original American systems. Russian S-400 missiles now integrate similar EW modules, rendering $200 million stealth investments obsolete. Ironically, U.S. failures became adversaries' textbooks. A 2018 Pentagon report, partially declassified in 2023, concluded EW over-relied on technical superiority without contingency planning. Of 17 critical failures analyzed, 14 stemmed from ignoring human adaptability. Yet 75% of recommendations were redacted, and today's next-gen EW programs repeat the same invincibility rhetoric, suggesting history may repeat itself.